Women are the niggas of the world. Disclaimer, this is a statement that I heard, direct quote, from an individual I was working with last week. We were in a production meeting for a TV show based on women power, empowerment, or women celebrating womanhood. And one member in the group said, "Women are the niggas of the world." Now, it was a very direct, harsh statement. I think a lot of people were taken back by her comment, but I kind of want to take the time to break down what she was trying to say, in my opinion, and make some sense of it. I think when she said that, I think she was trying to say that women are not treated as respectfully as they should. In the rungs of society, women aren't respected in their fields and their professions. They're not recognized, for their positions of power. And when they are, they're usually referred to as either, too controlling or a bitch, or, depending on the type of influence that they hold in their position. Now, I personally feel that, in the context that the person was saying this quote, they were basically saying that, in society, niggas, quote unquote, are not recognized. And she related that with women because they're portrayed in the same way. I do want to say that there is some truth to that statement, but I think it's a little too broad for it to be, reputable. There are situations where women do hold positions of power and they aren't recognized as much as they should, or in seeing that we live in a quote-unquote man's world, you're always going to have a position where a woman and a man might have the same position, but the man is getting paid more and the woman's getting paid less because she is a woman, and that's completely unfair in itself. And then there's other situations where particular fields and roles are meant for just women, and these roles are meant for just men. And it's sad that we still live in that type of society where we have to put these labels and titles on things. And this is why that statement is just so, like, it just holds so truthful. And when I think, in my opinion, I think when the woman was using the term niggas, I don't think she was referring to it necessarily in a color scheme. I mean, you could twist it in that way, because when you look at the black woman, in the order of respect in society, for me, I think it's white male, white female, black female. Sorry, not female, women. The term female is very offensive. They're treated on such a low scale because they're a person of color and they're a woman at the same time. Now, considering that historically, these two categories have always been disrespected in a way, it's really hard for black women in our society to excel or be seen in a certain way. For example, just taking the example from like television, one of my friends on Facebook, he always talks about the show Scandal and how the main character, Kerry Washington's character, is celebrated for being a side chick, basically, being a person that is on the having another relationship with the president's character. I'm not really spoiling anything about the show, by the way, but she's celebrated because she is the president's mistress in a way. And people watching the show celebrate that. They like her character because even though she comes off strong and powerful, she still has this major flaw about her. Also in the show being Mary Jane, I don't really watch the show, but based off of what I've heard, Mary Jane has that same flaw. She's successful, she has a great job and stuff like that, but the problem is she fails in her relationships, and she's currently involved with a married man. So, we have these images of strong black women, but at the same time, these flaws kind of hold them back. And, most of the people watching these shows idolize them, but at the same time, they kind of feel for them. And wow, that is a timer. Okay. Yes. So to end my statement, basically, going back to the beginning, I do agree with the statement, but not entirely, because I do feel that women, in particular black women, do have the power and the capability of being, strong and recognized and have positions of leadership without being marginalized. But it's just up to us as society to, take off the blinds with it, and it really comes down to like discrimination and fairness and changing practices when it comes to addressing women in general. That's about it. That's all I have for this week. Hope you guys had a great weekend, great week ahead of you and before you. And if you guys have any comments on this particular topic, please leave a comment down below talking about your opinion about the position of women in society, and leave a topic for next week so I can talk about more things. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Vixen. This is Unedited. Live your lives uncut. I'll check you guys next week. Fade out.